being done live on YouTube on Roosters Peacock Tarot. Sorry, I was like a couple minutes late because I was busy playing with these backgrounds. It was kind of cool. So when you guys come on, just go ahead and say hi. I'm going to go ahead and do the card pulls for the day. All right, make sure I can see everything. There we go. Go ahead and get right on into it. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of woke up and it was rush, 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 and then it was, you don't want to hear me. And it was rush, 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 and then it's like I've just been really calm. So there's definitely some kind of shift going. I can feel it. All right, let's see here. Is this the deck I want? Nope. But I do want the bottom card. Schwa. Now this is posted to Twitter. It's posted to Instagram. It's posted to, I don't think I got it to TikTok yet. So if you guys are watching it through somewhere else besides YouTube, even Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube if you want to join in on the conversation towards the end, which is just basically all this is what I do is I take and, everybody needs a break during the day. So I just go ahead and draw some cards. I go over the cards, and sometimes whoever's online, sometimes I'm drawn to give a message to that person. I won't use your name or anything. And then at the end, just grab your coffee, your energy drink, or your tea, or whatever you got going. This is just a timeout during the day. And for those of you who do not know me, I have been reading for over 27 years, publicly for almost, actually 2.5 now. Let's see, there we go. Yes. You guys are welcome to say hi when you come on. This is a little different. All right. So yesterday it was talking about, it's been kind of a theme, but the thing of it is, and this is a universal draw, which means it can be anybody can pull pieces and parts out of this and apply it to their day. And it just kind of gives you something to focus on besides the crazy that's going on in the day, or it just kind of gives you a minute to just take a break, because we all just need to kind of take a break once in a while. Now, what I'm seeing here, I was hoping like I said, this was originally done on Facebook, but I wanted to build the YouTube channel and introduce new people to how I read and stuff. So I'm just waiting for some people to catch up. Hey, Miss Shelly. Shelly found me. It's going to take a little bit for everybody figures out. When you guys come on, say hi. Okay, so like I said, Miss Shelly, how are you feeling today? Like I said, my day I was like rush, rush, rush. And then now I have this unusual calm. I'm very calm. So there's a shift going on. I can feel it. Definitely. Anybody else feeling like that? Good morning, Miss Monica. All right. So I'm going to get right into the cards, and then we'll just kind of kick back. And at the end, we just talk about anything and everything. Okay. So it's just, and like I said, the way I do the reading is if I'm drawn to if I'm drawn to somebody, I won't say your name. Yeah, I thought it was just lazy too, but I'm thinking it's not that. It's like a rest before it gets kind of crazy and busy. It's like a shift. There's another shift. It's like a shift that's happening. I can feel it. And I felt the same way too. Like as soon as I got here, I was just like, oh, I'm just going to kick back, relax. I almost thought lazy, but I don't think so. It's a shift. I feel it. So anyway, towards the end, I'll just take and say, hey, you guys tell me how your day's going. And then if I am drawn to somebody, when I'm on live, if I feel that somebody needs a message, it'll pop up. My guides will tell me, and I'll go ahead and give the message. Okay, let's get right on into it. The first one we've got is fertility. I know I felt like I needed a nap too. I know. I'm telling you, I'm feeling it. I was actually pulling some cards right before I got on because I was like, what is going on with the shift? Because it's not shift in personality. Good morning, Miss Dana. It wasn't shift in personality per se for me at all. It was just, I don't know, it was just like this calm came over and I just wanted to kind of, I wanted to take a nap. I just wanted to chill out. It just feels like one of those days where you just want to. So I'm feeling a shift, but I did some cards and there's definitely a shift in the works. Okay, so when you guys come on, just so I know who's here too, don't be shy to go ahead and like the video. All right, so anyway, the first card we got right here is fertility. All right, the next one we have is clarity in belief. And I heard clarity in belief. It says clarity of belief, but I heard in. So I'm here. There's a shifting. Do you remember when I said there was a decision that was being made? And this is universal. This isn't just one person. If you've noticed, a lot of people go in kind of like patterns, like today. I'm telling you, there's some people are like just do out the roof right today, right? Then you have the other ones that are like the ones that aren't normally calm, and they're like me. I'm usually 90 miles an hour. I'm just chill. Okay, so this is definitely, you guys can, everybody can find something out of this. There's a decision that's coming, and whatever area of life, which actually I'm going to pull what area of life here in a minute. I'm listening, actually. I'm telling you, this is not just a kickback day. I mean, the guides are very active. I'm not feeling spirit yet. Okay, we've got love. I'm trying to figure out what, and we do have a card here that says move. It's making a move, and what your heart desires is what it's talking about. So whether you're in a relationship or you're going towards something that you love and you want to do, this is what the shift is. Decision is already made. Now you're just clarifying it with yourself. Some of you, it has to do with marriage, and you have to forgive me. I am next. There is a business next door. And then we've got the card wealth. All right. So whatever area your focus is on for today, just take the pieces and parts that apply to you. But I do believe with fertility, this could have to do with, having a baby, but also this is actually, for me, this is like somebody who is, with this decision, they're actually, it's kind of no longer just sitting there with the veil, just kind of, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm seeing everything. I'm changing the way I think about stuff. No, this is clarity of belief. And I heard clarity in belief. So, and it's number one. When you start with number one, usually 0 is the fool, which is not necessarily a foolish person, but it's somebody who is in the beginning stages. Okay, so you're past the beginning stages in whatever decision and changing some part of your life, whether it has to do with your wealth, your love, your marriage, if you're married, or marriage also could be partnered. It could be leading towards marriage. Okay, so any one of those areas of life there's a move, there's a shift in your heart. Okay, and when it has the love card here, it's showing me all these hearts. It's all, it's all the people, all the things you love, people, places, and things, right? All right, so yesterday it was talking about how the heart had come out of the cage and it was open, but it was standing next to the cage, right? Kind of like, oh, well, maybe I'm going to go back in, getting away from old patterns. This is a decision, and actually putting it into, you're very clear on your belief, or in your belief of how, what's what on transformation. Here we go. Do you see the butterfly? Transformation. All right, so, and with him, he's sitting here and he's letting this go. So whatever's been holding you down in the past, this is what you're letting go. You're not hanging on to this anymore. This is not something that's just in the back of your head anymore. This is something that you're actually, with the fertility card, you're actually putting motion and action and changing. It's internal change that you've been working on in love, how you love yourself, how you love your others, how you kind of put love out to other people, how you just yourself, how you share yourself with other people. Okay. And it applies to your wealth. I mean, if you are good within your head, you're going to be able to concentrate and you're going to be drawing more universally what you need into your life, right? So if you've been so focused on the past, and whether it is a person, place, or thing, or trauma, or whatever it was that held you up, you are now starting, this is like what I called, I'm going to have to call this one the new era, because this is starting a new era, because your clarity in your belief of whatever you believe, you've got that fire underneath you now. And even if you're feeling kind of tired, or you're kind of feeling, just calm, kick back, or even if you're, like I said, there's two different types of people. Well, there's multiple different types of people, but I've noticed when there's a shift universally, people will go extremely calm, want to sleep, take a nap. I mean, I can take a nap, and I don't sleep during the day too much. Or there's ones that just go 90 miles an hour, right? So whatever your personality usually is, like I'm 90 miles an hour, I'm chill. So if you're chill, you might be amped up. Okay, so this is a shift and a change. And I do believe, and I'm not an astrologer, but in the sky above us, there is definitely something shifting. And I do believe Mercury retrograde is in the works here pretty quick, if not already going. I like I said, I need to look more in on that, but I've been so busy with everything else. Move. Hey, with the card move here, you are now no longer sitting there. I mean, you have clarity in your belief. You know what you want. You know how you want to do it. And you are with the transformation card here. And do you remember, this is not a blue butterfly, right? But remember in the past ones it was showing blue butterflies, and that's healing. That is healing. That is a kind of a symbolism. There's many different reasons for it, but there is quite a few people that put the blue butterflies, which I have one here, as if you've gone through something, some kind of trauma of some kind, right? You're healing from the past, and you have become a stronger person because of the past. This person here is letting that go, and now they're working on their fertility in either their marriage, their union, or they're heading towards a union. It could be dealing with love, and it could be any one of these. It doesn't mean it's just one. Okay, so apply it how you will. With love, loving yourself, loving of others, just loving life, wealth. You will be attracting more wealth with the shift in your brain. Okay, this is just, you just feel a pull. I certainly feel a pull. But right now, it's just odd. Anybody who knows me, anybody, because a lot of the people that are on the live today, they have met me in person, and I am not a calm person. I'm usually go, 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 and I talk 90 miles an hour, right? Today, I'm chill. Okay, that's a shift. That is a shift. And whatever it is you have, that has to do with what you love. And do you see the two hands? This is not just about one person. This is actually including other people in these plans that you are doing. This is action. Let me see if there's an action card here. I see action. See, action started yesterday. So even if you are sitting, let me get it to where, okay, this is being done live on YouTube, but for anybody who wants to chit chat with me that doesn't want it up here on the YouTube chat, you go over to Facebook and go to Coffee Time Tarot or Roosters Peacock and join in one of those, and then you'll be talking to me or one of the admins, okay? But I'll check the messenger. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Who do I got here? Definitely. Yep. Okay, let me get back up here. Okay, so, and for some of you, do you see this right here? This is some kind of joining together. This is some kind of commitment of some kind. So for some of you, I keep staring at the marriage card. You don't necessarily have to be married, but it does look like it's either heading towards marriage. Yep. That's what it feels like. Or if you're married, this is coming together. This is people, this is no longer working alone. This is no longer feeling alone. All right. So if you have marriage or some kind of love in your life, it's like leveling up. I mean, I'm not a video game person, but this is exactly what I see in my head, kind of like a video, you know, how they're jumping up. Okay, well, it's a level up. And that might be what your shift is, because you've been working on healing. And when it comes to two people, it is not just about you. So they as well are probably healing from stuff as well, because we all, you know, every single person, and it's hard to remember sometimes, every single person that's walking around you has got their own battles that's going on. So even, you know, that includes somebody that you may be married to or in a union, and you could be just dating. Maybe it's going to engagement. Okay. Then we have love. We've got love over here. All right. So what's this move? Are you literally taking a move? Are you joining two families together? If it just has to do with what about what you love, and the people around you, it's kind of like you're waking up, softly starting to wake up. Even if you're feeling just kind of drained and tired today, this is your shift. I mean, it is shifting. And I do feel 100% this is universal. I mean, I feel it massively. Okay, let's see here. Yep. We got daydreams and decisions. So decisions have already been made about whatever it is, and it could be about your wealth too. It could be about all three. But decisions have already been made. And it's not just about decisions, it's actually about now you're starting to dream. It's kind of like before, it's kind of like, okay, I've got to get this done, this done, this done, this done. I can't have time to sit here and imagine, everybody's got goals, but this is like, how do I put it? Do you know how, you ever sit back and watched a little kid? How their imagination just kind of goes all over the place. At one point, with all the stuff that's ever happened in your life and with this past trauma, or for some of you, I just heard trauma. So there's somebody on here, it has to do with past trauma. For some of you, whatever the past, whether it was relationships or just continual, just feeling like you're beaten and battered down, in what area of life it applies to you. Maybe it's money, maybe not having enough, or it seems like you're chasing it and just not getting enough. Well, this is a shift. And with little kids, they sit there and you watch them, they daydream. They can imagine the most things. You can have, oh my God, let's see. Let me get an example here. Because I am in the middle of, I'm almost done packing up my shop. Okay, this is a tape measure, right? Just a tape measure of me and you, right? Because we're so busy, so now we got to go get to work, right? But you hand this to a little kid, and what are they going to do? All of a sudden, this is a lifesaver, right? They're going to take on the galaxy. You get the point. Okay, so this is about your imagination starting to open up more and not being so closed off like it was. And if it's not happening now, trust it, it's going to be, I guarantee. And it's not a decision. And the decision was, I do believe for the most of you guys, it's already conscious that you have already made this decision that you are going to be seeking your happiness in either marriage, union, or love, whatever you love in life, whatever brings you happiness, that really gives you that fulfillment and your wealth. Okay. So the decision's already been made. And for some of you, this is the next leveling up in some kind of a relationship. So it's no longer just making, I've got to make a decision today. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. Okay, well, that's not what it's about. This is actually starting to daydream again. That's what it's about. Starting to be more childlike. So even if you're not feeling like that right this second, I guarantee you will be. And this is universal. I feel it's for everybody. Because everybody gets so busy, you don't have a moment, right? Well, here she is taking her moment. That's one of the purposes of Coffee Time Tarot. You've got to take, it gives you a moment where you just sit here and just take a moment, okay? It may not be, I'm not quiet, but you get the point. So with this one here, decisions, and once this decision that brought fertility into your life, and it could be even for some of you, I do hear that it is a decision to take and have a baby. I do hear that one clearly. But the fertility for most, and the clarity in belief, it says of belief, because now what you believe, your life is now going to start becoming more fertile, going to start producing. It's going to start blossoming. Do you remember yesterday I saw where it was lighten your load? Well, now you're no longer just holding that world on the back of your back. You're now facing and looking at that light. You're looking at that sun, right? You're headed in the direction. You're letting your light shine. Why? Because joy and stability is making its way into your life because of whatever you've either healed. Yeah, I'm hearing healed. It has to do with the past. You have taken and some of you, it's wrapped up. You have wrapped up stuff from the past. And the number 4 tells me in April, you had been working very hard on this. Some of you are actually what I hear, the card here says confront. And it says, for some of you, it says shadow self, but I heard confronting your inner demons. All right. Do you see how the moon's just sitting there? Because it seems like it's always dark, but you know what? There was always hope within that light. But now it's kind of like you're standing. That's your shadow self. Now you're no longer sitting there. Now you are facing those, and now you are putting things into action. And it's actually starting to slowly feel like life again. we've got the crown chakra. This one I don't feel like going into a lot of detail around it. For some of you, instantly, okay, there's actually two things. Okay, I instantly, this is going to mean something to somebody on here. I instantly went to the color pink. And what is pink? Love. It's coming back alive. It's actually joy and stability, the color pink, right? Okay, red is like deep love. This is just, for me, instantly with the pink is like just starting to just loving life, just waking up. This is like somebody who's been asleep for a long time, and now they're actually starting to get kind of a breath of a brand new way of living again. Kind of like you haven't felt like that for years. And if you're not feeling like that right now, it is coming. I'm telling you, it is shifting right now, even if you're feeling like it's not. We got success and growth, and all it took. Do you see that there is? You see the leaves? Do you see the heart? All right, so this, whatever it was that many years ago, for some of you, that has closed down your heart, it is now opening. And now you are no longer sitting here looking back in the past. And for some of you, with the number 7, here's July again. Okay, so there is somebody on here that watches me quite a bit, and the month of July stands out. And that is when this decision that you've already made now is probably going to be, that's when you're going to put it into action, but you're certain of it by now. Okay. And we've got the number 8 here. And do you see the pink all around him? And he's not looking towards the past. It's not dark anymore. He's now taking, and it's starting to blossom. All right. So this is like living again. All right. So even if you're not, like I said, if you're not feeling like that right now, whatever work you have put in, whether it has to do with a marriage, and then, like I said, it could be a coupling of some kind. You could be dating, it could be leveling up, you could be engaged, you could be getting married. Okay. Whatever you love with the love card, it's whatever, what do you love? What brings you happiness? All right. Your wealth. You're also focusing more clearly on your wealth. What is it? And for some of you who are feeling like this has not shifted for you yet, it is. I'm telling you right now. By May 3rd, you are going to feel a shift between May 3rd and May 5th. Okay? That's what I'm hearing for that. So there's somebody on here who's like, oh, I'm not feeling that. May 3rd to 5th, I'm telling you, you're going to slowly feel a shift. It's going to, and that means to me, see, because a lot of other people have already gone kind of through the, what I call the crappy period, where you kind of feel, well, not everybody is on the same time schedule there. So I'm telling you, there's going to be something that kind of changes your mind, and you're not sitting here, living like you did before, just kind of walking through life. It's almost like a zombie, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do this and do this, do. No time to do anything else. Okay, that in your brain is going to be shifting, and a lot of it's how you think about things and what you're releasing. Okay, that is the cards I have for you today. I hope those helped. So what's everybody up to today? Yep. Okay, so I do have a message for somebody on here. Actually, I have a message for 2 people. Okay, the first one, and this is, you would need to be probably most likely live, on the live with me. So you could be watching through Facebook, you could be watching through Instagram, Twitter, wherever you're at. Okay. Whatever, this is going to be going out to a fair-haired woman, most likely a blonde. That's what I'm hearing. Right now, how are you feeling? There is great personal sorrow. Tears are present. For some of you, this is like I hear the word loss. For this person particularly, I hear loss. However that applies to you, the answer is the carrot. Opportunity or windfall. It will not always be this way. That's what I heard, is it will not always be this way. This is going to shift quite quickly for you. And it says for that same person, you are on the right road to success. All right. So even though it may have been a lot of tears and stuff because of some kind of loss, you're on the right road. This one here is going to be going to a dark-haired young woman. Most likely, I'm seeing like 23. You look like you're 23. You may be about 26. Guessing there on that one. But everybody thinks you're about 23. Your message is hidden secrets can harm you. So whatever you're up to, you might want to rethink that, because yep, and I do feel like this is self-hidden. I think this is something you're hiding from somebody else. All right, and I'm supposed to take this one as well. Yep, I take it. And then I've got to get moving. All right, so that was one message there. That was for a younger woman with dark hair. You look like you're about 23 years old. You're a little bit older. I'm not sure exact age. You'll know what this is about. Like I said, it's talking about the skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. These will be revealed very soon. So whatever you are up to, and it is you need to stop. You need to, it's not too late to change your pattern. And I hear pattern. And I almost hear it's like a relationship. So it kind of seems a little shady. All right. So the next one, this is also going to be going out. I don't feel like switching here. This is not to the same person. This is talking about, all right, no, how this is going to be reading is dealings or relationship with the younger woman. There's a younger woman around you. Be careful, because hidden secrets can harm you because of this person here. It says someone new is entering your life. If this person is not there soon, watch for this. You may need to defend yourself. Why? Because this will be the rooster. Now, usually the rooster, I'm like, hey, I like the farm. Like, no, this is a warning. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, I'll pull one more on that one. And it has to do with the baby. And I don't even feel like looking at the words. It has to do with the child. Deception. Deception. I saw the deception card. So anyway, it has to do with some kind of deceiving. That's where someone new is entering your life. So this almost feels like this could be for a male or female. I'm not getting who it's for. You'll know, you're on here live with me. There's some kind of deception around this woman and this baby. All right. So it's almost like a gut intuition thing. All right. So what are you guys up to? I don't know. Those kind, like I said, sometimes it comes out of nowhere, and that came out of nowhere. So what you guys up to? I'm almost packed up here at the shop. I'm going to finish packing up today, I think. It's just the last little bit of stuff that's really annoying to pack up. You know what I mean? When you move and stuff, it's just like... I know Monica's probably working. Shelly, she's chilling at home. At least I hope she is. Dana, you're at work, aren't you? Doing hair? Okay, yes, I will. The answer is yes. All right, I'm going to give one more message, and then I'm going to, yep, working. Monica. All right. I'm going to get to this one here in a minute, because this is going to be a message for somebody on here, and it has to do with love. So somebody's popped on here. And I feel it's somebody who has just popped on probably within the last, I don't know, 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to message somebody, and then I'm going to give the message, okay? And I'm going to message through Facebook. Remember how I said that you know, and a lot of you are on my personal friends list, so it will be coming, probably, it will be coming from my personal friends list. Okay, so anybody who's on here, look for a message. And all I'm going to do is say you, all right? Indeed. Okay, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, it's the person that they sent me a message and I just now saw it. Congratulations. It is for you. This is for you, okay? So reply back on Facebook before I do this. Give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know that you know it's you. Okay, they saw it. All right. So the message for that person I just messaged. All right, so it's talking about, and then I did take and I just looked at your message, right? I got 3 cards here. It says what's going on right now is temporary problems, okay? Not clouded thinking, not everything you're able to see. You're not able to see it all clearly, all right? Because it's not like everything's hidden. That's not necessarily it is. It is. But here's what's hidden. It's not what I think you think it is. What's hidden is truthfully what they think and feel about a few things. And it's some more conversation needs to come. Yeah. Because see here, do you see the clouds and you see the sun? So it's almost like some things are being talked about more polite, but really you need to have a more deeper conversation with that person. Because it's kind of like, not to upset everything, they're not saying everything. Does that make sense? And then we've got the flute. It says disappointment in a friend or lover, or I feel this is how you're going to be feeling. But here's the thing is it's saying temporary problems. Even if you're feeling like that right now, it's temporary problems. And it says the message for you is to get back to the basics. You know, you're overthinking. And I think the other person's overthinking too. And I think it's causing some conflicts of some kind. Let's see if this is a fear real quick. All right. And to that same person. Okay. So it might also look into and see who has kind of changed their behavior a little bit. Yeah, the person, they got it. But to that same person, you have been wondering if there has been somebody who's been working behind your back, kind of running their mouth. The answer is yes. We've got the elephant. Hey, Shelly, if you got to run to town or something, if it's something I can pick up, then message me and I pick it up for you. Because I'm going to have to run some stuff up there here pretty soon. Okay, for that same person, a long journey, either physical or mental. That's what it is. Okay. So somebody has been letting somebody else, you know, kind of chatter in their ear. You really don't need to let that bug you too much because when it being a strong relationship, what am I missing? Okay, this is it. Okay, all right. This is what you're worried about. Somebody talking behind your back. Who cares if they are? Okay. Then we've got, it's turned into a long journey, physical or mental is what I'm feeling. But here's the thing, with that person, you're actually highly thought of. And it's a new home, new attitude. It's kind of cleaning out the old, bringing in the new. Because of what you just messaged me, that you are getting ready to shift on. All right, you're changing status. Okay, so I'd have a conversation is what I would do. And I know it's not always as easy as what, you know, just somebody telling you, go have a conversation. All right, so I hope, did that make sense to you? That's the person I said you to. All right, I'm going to give this last message here. Not sure who this is for. So anyway, I got the 6 of Cups. I'm doing this on my phone. I got the 6 of Cups, which can actually, I instantly saw soulmate. All right. There's many meanings in this, but I'm seeing soulmate. We got the Page of Swords. There's many meanings in the Page of Swords. What am I looking at here? Okay, see, the Page of Swords usually is somebody is like they're spying, or it could represent a child. But actually, what I'm seeing is, do you remember even today's cards? We're talking about how, you're overcoming past things and you're seeing stuff in a new, fresh start, like in a child's eyes. Okay, that's how I was kind of like describing it. That's kind of how I'm seeing this one as well. Do you see how they're no longer sitting here? They're holding the sword, which is double-edged sword, which is a lot of pain, is what I feel. And they're sitting here looking to the future, but they still have that. They still, I mean, they're still going to hang on to that, but it's not. They're now looking towards the future in a child's eyes. That's what I hear. And yes, there's many different meanings, but that's instantly being an intuitive tarot reader. That's what I'm getting. Is now you're looking towards the future. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and there's many different signs in here. I don't feel like pulling signs. I'll just tell you what stands out to me. Somebody who likes okay, so that's the message, the Page of Swords. Somebody is looking at somebody, because I pulled, what? I pulled the love card. So this has to do with somebody who's on here, who's watching, that has to do with love. Okay, so they're taking it, this is talking about the past, and it's showing me a cup of love that was sent, right? And it's talking about a soulmate. Well, then it's talking about the Page of Swords, and I don't feel this is deceit. I don't feel that at all. That's not what it's exactly what I just told you, where they're no longer holding this very painful sword. They're now looking towards the future. What are they looking towards? Towards the Queen of Pentacles. And what is the Queen of Pentacles? Just a description is hair color. I'm not going to go on because, like I said, I'm not feeling hair color. It's more of a personality type. Generally, for the most part, I'm seeing a lot of animals around. I'm seeing nature. I'm even seeing mountains. I'm seeing flowers. It's somebody who just basically is in love with just nature. That's what it seems like to me. And and with the one pentacle they're holding on to, they're probably very good at making money. They're probably very, very good at making money. And it does seem that even though the only distraction that they may have, this is just giving a clue to somebody, whoever's wanting to know this answer, and then I'm going to pull a card off here. Do you see how she's got her money in her hand? She's got the pentacle in her hand, and she's got nature all around her. Do you see how she's not really looking at that pentacle? So it looks to me like whoever it was, it's kind of like when other stuff is going on, or I almost hear battles, has kind of distracted them from focusing on the pentacles. But they're not completely looking away from the pentacles anymore. They're actually kind of slowly putting their shift towards it, because once they get involved in something, this is probably a highly emotional person, is probably what it is. And it looks to me like they're focused on, I won't say they're not focused on their money, but they are focused on something else as well. So it's somebody who has a lot of stuff on their plate, and they have a lot of, I almost see the light and the load card in my head. So it's somebody who's most likely, I mean, they're very good at making money, but there's just circumstances. But it looks to me, with it being all bright, that is changing. So anyway, that's just describing the person. Then the next card, we have the Two of Wands. Do you see the Alexander here? He's sitting here and he's got his world in his hands. And this is going right along with today's reading as well, with the cards. Do you see now? He's got one in the past, and he's got one here he's holding on to. All right, now this is another one. This showed up one other time too, I believe. Do you see that those stabs, they're not just plain stabs, or stabs or rods, however you want to say it. I don't feel that necessarily this person has taken and just turned their back on it. Whatever it was in the past, it's showing me one. Now they're focused on one in the future, right? But they're looking at the world, which means they're changing things within their world. Do you see how the stab in the past, it's not been thrown on the ground. It has been stuck in a holder, right? Which means it's something that, they're not throwing away, but they're going to leave it in the past, but they're going to do it. And I'm not going to say gently, because anything from the past is not gentle per se when it comes to something like that. And this is a love reading. That's what it feels like to me. So anyway, now this Alexander is now looking at the world, And again, just going along with today's reading, it's talking about, I heard decision. That's what I heard, decision. And what is the decision? We've got the Three of Cups, which is celebrating, some kind of celebrating. And that again is coming, starting to come back to life. And actually, I feel with the three, I did hear March. And March, actually, whoever this was started feeling this shift, right? Was starting to let something from the past go. That's what I feel. And there actually is some kind of cause of celebration coming up for this person here soon. It's not showing me male or female, but it did show me a female here. Okay, so I'm going to do these real quick and then I'm going to be popping on. Hey, Shelly, did you get my message though? That if it's something I can grab and just bring to you, I can do that. Okay, so anyway, for the message for this person is, and this is talking about, is kind of pulling the past into now, all right? So it's talking, and it's showing it that there is closure issues, but you're still moving on. Okay, so anyway, we've got the hammer, which is back in March, most likely, whoever this was. And like I said, I'm not going to do a full reading, but like I said, I'm kind of chill today, so it's going to take a minute for my brain to... It's talking about sabotage, rebuilding, working on it, and what's working on it is taking this new step to the future. Then we've got the girl talk. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's about the girl talk. It's actually starting to more express yourself, being more communicative. It's talking about you could be happily single or living in the moment. I don't think it's necessarily happily single. I think whoever this was bouncing back and forth in their brain like that, because with the love cards being pulled, most likely this person is not single. All right, but the focus is taking and is on more expressing yourself and having fun. Now, definitely, this is not somebody who's single. So we've got the seduction card. So what comes with this, whatever this relationship is, this is about a decision. This is just showing that, yeah, the confirmation is, yeah, you are on the right direction. Yes, you are taking and growing. Yes, you are healing. And we've got, with what you have now, which is showing me the Queen of Pentacles, is it's talking about seduction. Then around sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany. It's like an epiphany is what I get. Then actual passion started coming in. It's talking about you're receiving what you need, progression of arriving. You're moving on from the past, even though you still have a few closure issues, but you're on the right path. All right, one more. You're still healing. That's what it says. Separation from a twin flame, breakup, separation. Somebody was abandoned. Okay, long. All right, so this is that. It goes right along. So whoever this is, you are on the right path. I mean, nobody can tell you how fast you can heal, but you're actually farther than what you think. This would be in a soulmate relationship. This would be the chaser. And right now, you're kind of got your hand of cards close to your chest. But we've got take a risk. And there's actually a conversation that's coming. Or actually, it's a decision. There's already been a decision made. That's what I feel. Yes, decision has already been made. All you have to do is have a conversation. You're in the tub. Are you listening to me in the tub? Shelly. Okay, do you need me to bring you something? Is there something I can do? Because I got to head that way at one point. So yeah, for the message for the last person, whoever that was, and like I said, was talking about a female, and that's who you have. I mean, your eyes are on that person, and it's just talking about you just need to. You've already made a decision. Just have the conversation. I know it sounds easier than what it is. All right, I am going to pop off here, guys. Like I said, I'm not really procrastinating. I'm just kind of chilled out. It's kind of weird. There's definitely a shift. Okay. Well, I've got to come up there at one point. I can always take and run it down for you and pick up the package or drop one off. All right, you can just Facebook message me on Facebook. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I was on here a little bit longer, but like I said, I was kind of sitting here going, yeah, I gotta finish packing. So like I said, if you guys are just jumped on here from YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, any of the ones that are external from Facebook and or even Facebook. I do this live on YouTube on Roosters Peacock Tarot. And at the end, we just kind of chill out, kick back. I'll get messages for people and I'll send it to you. Or if I don't even know you, I'll be like, okay, this is for you. You'll know who it is. So before you guys go, make sure you go ahead and like the video so I know who has been coming back, especially from Facebook. I know I'm picking up new people. And then I will be on tomorrow. Now the time will kind of be while I'm in the middle of moving and stuff. It'll be kind of shifting, as far as time frames. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. And then that way, when we come on, you guys can actually come and join in on the conversations, okay? And that's on Roosters Peacock Tarot on YouTube. And I'm also on Patreon. And I am going to be getting on May's monthly general. And then I will be doing the bonus extended, which will be on Patreon only. Okay? So look for those coming up here pretty soon. All right, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.